Hey, Jennifer. Olivia's going to ask us a ton of questions today.
Right.
But before she gets started, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why the heck are we doing this podcasting thing?
Oh, well, because you said yes.
I did say yes.
You said yes.
I did, because here we are.
You said yes. I love our conversations. I love our conversations with our friends who are counselors. One of the greatest honors in my life is getting to be a counselor and walk with people on their journey to increase having what they want in their own life. And I think this information is great.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing it, because I really believe in changing the world one relationship at a time, ourselves, our people we love, and
it's not therapy, but it is
therapeutic.
There you go. Love it.
Thanks for joining us on This Might Be Triggering, a mental health podcast, because avoiding your problems is so last season.
Join us for honest talk, relatable stories, and real tools for emotional wellness and relationships. It's not therapy, but it is therapeutic, with insight, humor, and something useful in every episode.
Congratulations. Here we are, our introductory podcast, getting to know us.
Congratulations to you, too.
This is going to be so fun.
It is going to be fun. Lots of questions about us, which we're not used to.
No, we are
Because
not.
normally we're asking the questions.
Normally we are asking the open-ended questions.
The open-ended questions.
And
Absolutely.
somebody wanted to know, somebody DM'd us, they wanted to know a little bit about us. Mm-hmm. So we said, okay.
Let's give them what they want.
So Olivia's asking questions. Olivia, our fact checker,
Yes.
organizer, all things wonderful.
She is, yes.
You can
With
DM.
such a calming voice.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel so calm suddenly.
Okay, my first question for you guys is, what inspired you both to become a therapist?
Oh,
You go first.
me?
I need to think about this.
Okay, you think about it. I have 3 amazing young adult children. My husband and I have twin boys, Jake and John, who had language delay, and we started seeing counselors, and I needed help because I had 3 kids under 15 months old.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a lot. And so we had to do all these different therapies, and gosh, they were incredible. They made me such a much better mom, and it was a journey as a family. And the counselors and the speech therapist and the occupational therapist and the behavioral therapist, all of them really just changed our world for the better. And I knew right then I wanted to be able to share the experience with others and be a counselor. And that's why I went back to counseling, to get the degree and work with people. And so I do. I work with people who have neurodevelopmental differences, families who have children with neurodevelopmental differences. And I can speak from a place of being there, especially with ADHD. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And relationships, couples, families, because it's super hard.
It is super hard.
So that's why I did it. Why'd you do it?
I did it. So, I mean, there's a few layers here. I grew up in a house with addiction. So that played a part in me deciding to go in the counseling route. And then I got married and by the time I had my second kid, we realized something was up, something was going on. So we got her screened, found out that she had some neurodivergent traits. And so on that journey, very similar to yours, like through getting her help, I realized, okay, this is something that I feel pretty passionate about. So I'm just gonna, whenever the kids go back to school, I'm gonna start doing what I think I'm meant to do. And, you know, and thinking back too, in all my friendships in elementary school, even middle school, high school, I was kind of the friend that would help people that were going through something. I think I'm just a helper at heart. And so that played a big factor in it too.
I love it.
Yeah.
And that's such an isolating, lonely journey when you're trying to figure out what's going on with your child.
It is so isolating and so lonely, because even when you reach out to people, their kid, like no kid is in, especially with the neurodivergent, diagnosis. Every kid is kind of different at different levels on the spectrum.
Yes.
So it's like, are you dealing with that? No. And then you feel very lonely. But, you know, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah.
And that connection, that kinship connection is so important. I love it. We kind of have similar things that drew us into counseling.
I imagine you were probably a helper too with your friends.
I'm pretty much I'm a helper personality.
Yeah.
I like to contribute. I'm naturally a helper personality.
Yeah.
That
You
can
come
get me
across
into
as a leader
trouble.
too.
Because, you know.
Can get you in trouble.
Well, if you volunteer too much, you can get a little bit out of balance.
Yeah.
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 So-
Okay. Olivia.
So, since
What's
you've
next?
both become therapists, how has this work changed you personally? And is there anything you've learned from being a therapist that you now implement into your own life?
So how has being a therapist changed me personally, and how and what do I implement in my personal life? Can I go first?
Go.
I think that I hear from my friends that I'm less gossipy. Not that I
that's
wasn't
nice.
really gossipy before.
good thing.
It is a good thing. But if they come to me with like, you know, just something about, I don't know, did you hear so and so did so and so? I used to be like, oh gosh, tell me more.
Right.
Because, you know, I have girlfriends that I've been friends with forever, and I see them once every 3 months or so. And so I'd be like, oh, yeah, update me on all the things. And if they had juicy gossip, I was all about it. Well, now in this line of work, we hear everybody's stories. And it's no longer juicy gossip in my mind. It's just people's stories and their journeys. So whenever they come to me with the juicy gossip, I'm like, oh, well, you know, there's two perspectives always. And so I think I can kind of answer, like, that's changed me. And that's also something that I notice that I do in my personal life, is that I will kind of offer a different perspective now as a therapist. So then my friends will say, you're not fun anymore, Sarah.
You can't go down the rabbit hole because you're like, no,
I can't. I'm like, oh, guys, you know,
We gotta hold up
let's think
this.
about their journey to
Yeah.
get to where they are. And yeah, I'm a little too,
I love it.
I can't turn it off. But I notice though too, if I have friends come to me with relationship things, since I do help couples, I will go in my head. I'm like, oh, I start like in my head, going through my like Gottman Rolodex. Like, what kind of things what kind of tips and tricks can I give them? And then I think, oh, wait, Sarah, all you have to do is listen, because they're your friend or your
Right,
mom or
right,
whatever.
right. I love
And
it.
so then I'm like, oh, that's nice. I can just sit back and listen. It's so much easier. So
And you're a great listener. Listening is key.
I like to listen.
Listening is a big deal. We need to all listen
Listening
a
is
little bit
important
more.
in this
And yeah,
role of work or line of work. Yeah,
I think it's important in life.
it is.
I think that could be something that we could all do a little more of.
Yeah.
Listen first. What is it they say? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as we talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. And that's not even a counseling tool. That's just a lifeism.
That's just a lifeism.
It's just a lifeism. I think for me, I'm a better person. I tried to be a good person before. It's not like I was not a good person. But I'm a better person now. I tell Sean all the time, you are so lucky I'm a marriage counselor. But truly, it's made me a better person. I know so much more now. If you have not listened to the shooting episode, please go listen to it. It is awesome. And that's a big one for me. That was a lot of CBT skills when we did our training. Just great stuff. Olivia, I think it's made me a better person. That sounds bad, but I think it has.
But why do you think that sounds bad?
Well, like saying it made me a better person means I'm thinking I was a bad person. I don't think I was a bad person.
You were good, but
I
now
think
you're
it
just
made
even
me-
better.
Yeah, it made me more reflective on my own behavior. Yeah, made me more reflective on my own behavior and like what I was bringing to the relationship, whether it's my married relationship or as a parent or as friends. Who am I being in that moment? What am I doing? So it made me more reflective on myself. Did I answer all your question, Olivia?
Yes.
Is there more?
That was good. That was
Okay.
perfect.
Oh, okay, good. Ooh.
And I have another one. So are there any myths about therapy or mental health that y'all wish y'all could bust as therapists?
I got one.
I've got one too. What's yours?
Mine is, I think people think that there has to be a problem necessarily to go into therapy. So I'm at an age where I'm actually post-menopausal. And I think during these different milestones in our lives, to go in and talk to a mental health care professional can be very, very helpful. And so I think a lot of people are like, have this thought you've got to be in crisis, and you don't have to be in crisis to do therapy. In fact, when you're going through different milestones or there's something that just might not feel right, go in and check with the counselor. And you need to get a counselor that you connect with. That's really important. You got to find the right counselor, and that's hard sometimes for people.
It can be hard.
But that's one myth for me, which is people think there needs to be a problem or a crisis. And I don't think that's true. I think that you can get a lot out of having someone to go in and talk to, because it's very different than talking to a friend. You're talking to someone who's specialized and trained in that area. And we all go through things in life. So having a counselor who you trust is important, and who is skilled.
Yeah, I agree with that. My myth that I would like to bust kind of relates a little bit to yours, is that all our problems can be solved in 1 to 2 sessions.
Oh.
Yeah. And it kind of piggybacks off of yours, because people will often come in crisis, and then after 1 to 2 sessions they feel a little better, and so they're like, all right, we're good. And it's like, well, actually the day-to-day things that you are doing maybe need some guidance and assistance and some like rewiring those neural pathways, like you talked about in the shooting episode, right? And that's best done when you're not in a state of crisis. And it does take time. It takes time to rewire that. It takes time to do the work needed to kind of reframe your life and reposition yourself so that we don't get in a state of crisis again. So that's the myth that I think is worth busting.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Good one.
And if you could give your 20-year-old self one piece of mental health advice, what would it be?
Oh, goodness. That was a while back. Let me reach back. I think God bless me in my 20s, I was just like a little tornado, doing everything and going here and going there, and lots of energy. And I didn't know I had ADHD. And it would impact my friendships. Because if you don't know about the neurodiversity with ADHD, time blindness, rejection sensitivity, executive functioning, go listen to that episode, because we talk about that. It can really impact relationships. Well, why, you're always late, right? So in my 20s, I was really at the throes of ADHD, and it's very helpful. It can be a superpower too. I did amazing things in my 20s. But I would say, girl, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You
would
got
diagnose
this.
her. Hey, listen.
I would diagnose her. I'd give her a big hug, and I'd say, it's okay. Take a deep breath. Your brain works differently than others. You have ADHD, and you're going to learn about that, and it's going to be beautiful, and you're going to understand yourself more, and you'll be able to understand others who have it. So yeah, in my 20s, I'd do that.
Sarah in her 20s. In my 20s, my dad passed away in my 20s, early 20s. So I would probably try to hug me in my 20s, but I think 20-year-old Sarah would not welcome that hug and be like, why are you touching me? Back up.
20-year-old Sarah would try to punch 20-year-old Sarah.
20-year-old Sarah would try to punch
40-year-old Sarah.
40-year-old Sarah. Yes, that's what would happen. It's just very hardened at that age. But yeah. So I think I would probably, one tool I would give 20-year-old Sarah would be the circle of control. It's something that I use with my clients on occasion.
Talk about that so our listeners know what the circle of control is.
It is an effective tool for anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And when a lot of anxiety comes from lack of control in a situation and wanting that control, and you're feeling anxious because you're not sure of the outcome or what's going to happen. So you can just kind of be like in this whirlwind of, I don't know what to do and I don't know what to expect. So with the circle of control, it's I wish I had it with me, but it's like a 2-circle image on a piece of paper where it forces you to slow down to process the problem that you're having and allow you to put the things that you have no control over outside of the circle and the things that you do have control over in the middle circle. And the middle circle is really tiny on purpose because in most scenarios, the things that you have control over are not much. So it allows you, one, to slow down and write out your problem and put some logic to it. So you're not just functioning off the amygdala, the emotional part of the brain, right? You're able to use your logical part of the brain. And then you're able to like literally X out all the things you have no control over, which is therapeutic in and of itself. Like, goodbye, I'm not going to worry about you anymore. And it gives you kind of a area to hone in and hyper focus. Like, this is what I can control. So this is just what I'm going to focus on.
I love that.
That would have been so helpful
Yep.
for me. So
I do something like that. I have people put their hand on a piece of paper and draw around their hand, and then write inside the hand what you can control and down the fingers, and then outside the hand what you can't control.
There you
And
go.
It's always, we can control our thoughts, our words, our
Yes.
actions,
our responses.
our responses. We can't control anybody else's.
You cannot control it.
And that is such a wise piece of information.
Yeah.
You have no control over other people,
Yeah.
even your children,
Even your children.
even your spouse, even
your
your
spouse.
best friends or your siblings. Or
Yeah.
we have no control over anybody
Yeah.
else, only ourselves. I love that. Oh, that would have been good to know in my 20s too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it.
Okay, and if y'all weren't therapists, what would y'all be doing?
Oh.
I know your answer, so you go first.
Well, and I just saw that movie's out, F1, and I just saw it. I would love to be a race car driver, but I had no idea. I listened to a podcast about it. I had no idea how many G-forces happen on their necks, and I have a cracked vertebrae, so I couldn't do it. But I would love to have, if my body didn't have cracked vertebrae and I could be a race car driver, I think that'd be so cool. Which actually fits right in with my ADHD.
Yeah. Well, so Adeline does competitive race karting, and I
that's
think we've talked
right.
about this.
We have
maybe at
talked about this.
The end of one of our the ADD episode. Yeah.
Yes,
At the end.
yes.
And because of her ADD or ADHD,
Yeah.
she's able to hyper focus, and like the world moves at a different pace for her in general.
I love that.
But when she's race karting, she's on it. So
She's locked in.
she's locked in.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
What would I be doing if I weren't a therapist? When I was growing up, I wanted to be a voiceover for cartoons.
Really?
That would be
I,
good.
I,
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
Olivia, who would you want her to be?
Oh gosh. I don't know.
Favorite cartoon character, Olivia? Now we're putting you on the
Oh,
spot.
my favorite cartoon character is Remy the Rat from Ratatouille.
Aw,
Remy
he's
the Rat.
cute.
I liked Ratatouille.
I liked Ratatouille too.
Although
my
Rats in the
favorite movie.
Kitchen was kind of.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Especially
But it
the
was cute.
scene where
It
all
was
the
cute.
rats
I
come
went,
in.
Oh,
I'm like, because
But they're
rats
chefs.
constantly just poop in real life, but it's a cartoon.
it is a cartoon.
They're chefs in the cartoon. So.
One.
They're still rats though. They're just like
They tried to make him look really cute in that.
he was really
was-
cute.
he was cute. He was
Yeah,
cute.
and like the controlling the
cute.
guy with pulling his hair and stuff was interesting, but cute.
A voiceover, I love it. We might have to have Sarah be a voiceover in one of the podcasts.
Yeah, I could do like little cartoon voices and just annoy everybody.
I love it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I would have
Cute.
pursued those dreams. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? I like it. Race car driver and a cartoon voiceover person.
Okay, and do y'all have any weird therapy pet peeves or like a therapist confession?
Oh, a pet peeve or a confession? Like a therapist confession? Oh, I have one. If other therapists are listening to this, they probably say, that's a no-no. I'm just super emotional anyway, and I do a lot of work with couples as well. And, you know, when a couple has gotten to a place where they've come in and maybe they've filed for divorce or separated, and then they've worked so hard and they get to a place and they have that moment where there's that connection and they're emotional. I get emotional. I mean, my eyes water up. It is so, I mean, it changes the world. That's why I love that saying. change the world one relationship at a time. It's just so beautiful.
You know, it changes their world.
It
too.
does.
Like their little
1,000%.
world completely changes. That's a
Which
sweet
changes
moment.
their children's and anybody they're in relationship with and their families when you have that connection. But yeah, so I'll tear up.
If any counselor says that's a no-no, well, they can go fly a kite, because
They can
I
go fly
think
a
that
kite. I like that.
that's a real relationship. That is okay. I believe in a client-counselor relationship, to be in it. You're sitting in the suck with them, but you're
Yeah.
also sitting in the beautiful moments with them.
It's definitely authentic.
Yeah.
Definitely authentic.
I would, if I were a client, I mean, and Ron and I have done couples counseling. I'm a big advocate of couples counseling.
Yeah.
I think that those check-ins are really needed.
Me too.
I think there's a stigma that if you're going to couples counseling, your marriage is over. It's like actually quite the opposite.
Right.
Your marriage is healthy and you're doing your check-ins.
Absolutely.
But I would much rather the marriage counselor sitting across from us cry with us than just sit there like a robot and be like, this is nice. Good job.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. That's
So
just
yes, I've
personal.
gotten emotional in the counseling room. I've also been like, you can do it, and gotten out of my chair, like, you guys can do it. Come on, you can do it, and you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. And they're like, whoa, back up.
No, they love it. They love it. If anything, maybe they walk away and they're like, even if they are like, she's a little crazy.
She's a little out there.
Hey, you're offering a connection moment for them.
Yes.
Where they can talk about how you're a little crazy.
Yeah, that's right. She really cares a lot about. I did have one couple say, okay, if she cares that much about us doing the homework, we have to at least try.
Oh, see, there you go.
I said, you can do it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It was
Keep
funny.
doing what
Anyway,
you're doing.
there we go.
You
Yeah.
have a good reputation as a marriage counselor for a reason,
Thank you.
because you're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Confession I have is, part of me is like, should I share this? Should I say this? But why not? You know, because this isn't therapy, but it's therapeutic. So I'm just gonna say it. I get so engulfed in stories sometimes when I'm in the counselor chair, that as people are telling me their journey and I'm like painting this picture of their life, there's moments where I'm like, wow, they really need help with that. Like, that's a common occurrence and they should really seek help. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my spot. Oh yeah, I'm the professional in here. Not that I ever don't feel like I'm not the professional, but I just feel that, you know what I mean?
You're like in it.
I'm in it.
You're in
and I'm
it,
like,
and then you have
oh,
to remind
man,
yourself, well,
I see this common reoccurrence. Like, they should really talk to a professional about that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And so then I quickly,
I'm the
and I've
professional
never
here.
let that pass. Of course, I'm like, oh yeah, Sarah.
So
then
you're
of
truly
course-
authentically in the moment with
I'm
them.
so in the moment with them. I am in
I get it.
the moment
Yeah.
with them. And so then I'll, of course, say, hey, I've noticed this common reoccurrence as you're telling me the story. You know, I'm able to switch it really quick.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I sometimes have to flip that switch. Some
Yeah.
days that switch is flipped and I am locked in. But other days I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear their story, and wow. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I need
love
to
it.
call that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here in the room. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Olivia?
I think that sounded great.
Okay.
Are you learning things about us that you
I
didn't
am.
know? Are you?
I'm in the moment.
You're in the
I'm
moment.
in the story.
You're in the story. You are in the story. You're in the moment. Hey, this is cool. We've got like 3 generations.
Oh, we do.
20s. Yeah.
We can do an episode and
We
tie
could,
that in
intergenerational,
somehow. We'll
yes.
figure that out.
Love it.
And my next question, I feel like, Sarah, you talked about this earlier.
Okay.
But it's, what's the most therapist-y thing you catch yourself doing outside of work?
Oh.
I did answer it, so I think this is all you, Jennifer.
I can go into counselor mode right on accident and not be able to be in friend mode. And so I've got to catch myself, right? Because I need to be in friend mode when I'm in friend mode,
Yeah.
right? And not, because they're not asking for counseling. They just want you to be their friend. But I can, like when somebody's talking about trauma especially, I'm like, oh my gosh, your amygdala, that's what that is. And I'm like, rein it in. They are not asking you to tell them about their amygdala. So that's
Yeah.
kind of, I try not to.
Do you do that with couples? Kind of like what I was talking about too, like where you have a girlfriend or a family member and they're talking about their relationship.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, oh,
I'm like, hey, maybe look at that.
All these different things. Like,
Yeah.
notice that, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, well,
Yeah,
wait,
notice
hold on.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't need to say that. I can just listen.
Right. What do you think about? And I'm like, oh, no.
But it's hard when you know the, like,
Right.
not the answer, but like a pathway that could help. It's
True.
so hard to not.
To not try to help, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
Yeah, because there's like an ethical guideline there. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's good.
I know.
I really try not to do it, though.
I try not to do it too.
Yeah, but
I
sometimes-
mean, no, sometimes it comes out.
And
It's
I guess
just,
if you
I
had
think
a
it's
friend
just
who's a
in,
CPA, they would be saying, oh, well, you got to do this for that.
yeah.
Anyway, what do you think, Olivia?
I
Good?
think you'll give great advice to your friends, it sounds like.
Actually, counselors are not supposed to give advice. We are
Anyone?
we're
That's
not
what we're-
advice givers.
In grad
That's not
school,
it.
they teach us to say, I don't give advice. Like, that's not what we do.
No, we ask the questions to help you get through the issues that you're going through. Now, we can share tools, but our job is not to tell you what to do. So I guess if somebody is out there and their counselor's telling them what to do, maybe check in about that. Because think about it. You don't want, it doesn't work. There's no intrinsic motivation there, right? And that's actually not healthy because you have to be doing that on your own. So our job is not advice giving. Our job is, we already believe in client wellness, and so we're with the client, and we ask questions to help them move through what they're going through.
I see.
And we
Yeah.
can share techniques and tools.
Yes, because you don't want them dependent on you for decision making.
No.
You want to give them
That's
the tools
unhealthy.
and the skills so that they can make their own decision to the best of their ability.
Absolutely.
With some therapeutic, knowledge and guidance on how, where to lean with those decisions.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want someone saying, oh, my therapist told me to do this. No.
Yeah.
not-
With that said, though,
That's not-
people may still say that,
People
right?
may still say that.
They told me to, but yeah, you're not supposed to be like, okay, this is what you need to do. But I have had people come to me and say, I have this, I don't know, like thing. Man, should I be confrontational about it or should I be passive about it? And we'll go over, let's play out confrontational, let's play out passive, right? And so that's like, that's as far as I get, that's as close as I get to advice.
Yeah, because it's their decision.
It's their decision. But like, hey,
and they
let's
have
sit
to
in
make
here.
the decision that's right for them.
And play that out.
Yeah, and I have had a lot of clients say, no, I really want to know what you think I should do. And I'm like, I love that you really want to know and that you care about what I think about that, sure, but it's not me, it's your life. And we can talk about all of these different sides. And let's talk about it. All the different scenarios that you want to play out. Now, I will put this caveat in there. It is really hard when you're working with someone and there's addiction or abuse. And so there are ethical guidelines. For example, if clients come to your office and they've been drinking and they're struggling with addiction, I will let them know. If you are drinking, I have to tell you, I cannot let you leave the office and endanger yourself or someone else. So you set all those boundaries up pretty early on in the therapeutic relationship.
Yeah.
So, and then abuse, that has to be reported in 48 hours. So all that gets set up
It's
early
24
on.
hours now.
Is it?
Child abuse for sure. I
Okay.
would
I didn't know
imagine
that.
it. Yeah. They changed
thought it
it,
was
I think,
48.
a month ago.
Oh, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Good to know.
24 hours.
So those things, I don't want to send the wrong message.
Yeah.
There are clear boundaries.
Yeah.
Where we have to step in, and we do that ethically and legally. We have to step in.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you guys come up with the name This Might Be Triggering?
Oh, that's a you one.
Is it me?
Yeah, you came up with it. I wanted to do something like health and well, and you were like, no.
Oh, we at one point were thinking about like sandwiches or something.
Oh, sandwiches, sessions and sandwiches.
Sessions
Yeah.
and sandwiches, and we'd have a different sandwich, which maybe
Which
we
is
could have a
kinda
series.
cute.
We could do a
sandwich.
series.
Give me a sandwich for you. What would you pick?
I'd pick a turkey sandwich with provolone cheese,
Turkey sandwich with provolone. Okay, I like
lettuce and pickles, mayonnaise, tomatoes.
it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I like a good sandwich with pickles.
Yeah.
I like
like
bread and butter pickles.
I think bread and butter pickles are
I love
fine.
those.
There's a place for them
I will put pickles on my sandwich.
with certain
for sure.
sandwiches.
If I've got all the things. And then you know what my daughter does on sandwiches? Balsamic glaze. Oh, that is a good sandwich. So maybe we will do an episode on sessions and sandwiches.
Yeah.
Olivia's probably like, Jennifer, you're talking too much.
No,
Keep going.
I think it's great. No, I think we should do a series, sessions
Okay.
and sandwiches,
Let's do
where
it.
certain sandwiches relate to different topics.
I love it.
Like a meatball sub for like a really
I
meaty
see
topic.
you. Yes, I see you.
A lean turkey
Love
sandwich
it.
for like, I don't know.
I love it. Oh, that meatball. Let's do the meatball sub for marriages.
Oh, yeah.
Meatball marriages celebration.
Meatball marinara marriages.
Oh, meatball marriage 3. Okay. Olivia, we're going to do that.
Okay, what was the question?
How did you come up with the name This Might Be Triggering?
Okay. Well, we're both trauma-informed therapists.
We are trauma trained,
Trauma-trained
therapists,
and EMDR.
trained.
And so...
Trauma's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody has some level of trauma in their life. That's what
Yes.
you quickly learn in the counseling
for sure.
world. When you're sitting in the counselor chair and you start to see clients that are anxious, depressed, it's always linked to something traumatic.
Yeah.
And trauma looks different. And there's
Our
going
next
to be an episode. Yeah.
is on trauma.
It's on trauma and triggers. And trigger is a very trending word right now, which I'm half grateful for, because I'm glad that mental health and things mental health related are being talked about all the time.
Me too.
But it also,
I do think we're so much better about just a side note. I am so thankful that we are better as a people, a country, about talking about a world, talking about the importance of mental health
yeah.
and wellness.
Yes, and trigger is a big word that, again, I'm grateful it's being used, but sometimes it's being a little bit overused or misused. And
Yeah.
so I think that, of course, in that episode, we'll talk a little bit more about what a trigger actually is, but we want to talk about things that are triggering to people. We want to talk about, sorry, I said but, and she corrected me. I need to say the shooting episode.
I didn't mean to correct you. Sorry.
It's okay. It threw me off. I was like,
shooting
why are you
episode.
saying and
Why
to
are you
me?
saying and? Go check the shooting episode out.
Check the shooting episode.
See, I got triggered.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah, she did get triggered. So, anyways, we want to talk about things that will trigger people. I think that as counselors, we should be comfortable to talk about the things that we're going to talk about. And I want it to trigger something I want every episode to trigger something in somebody. Because once you are triggered, then you realize, okay, this bothered me. Why did it bother me? It allows you to seek to understand yourself a little bit more, or others. And so that's what I would like. I want us to talk about things that are triggering, but I also want, because in every episode we talk about a triggering topic, why it's important, and then what to do.
That's right.
Right? And so I hope that, 1, it triggers everybody, and 2, they walk away feeling like, okay, I kind of know what to do, or this makes a little bit more sense.
They take something away.
Take something away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, triggering, I want them to notice something. I want them to get something for themselves out of every episode. So we thought it'd be a good title. It was Sarah's idea, and I was like, oh, I love it.
Yeah. Because we're going to, Sorry.
There we go.
And what does therapeutic but not therapy mean to you? And how will that show up in the podcast?
You want to go? You want me to go?
You can go. I feel like we did touch on this a
we
little bit
touched
with our
on it.
ethical, talking about what's ethical.
So it's not therapy.
It's
and
not.
we want everyone to find a counselor, get someone who is licensed, and talk with them about anything that they need. So this is not a substitute for therapy at all. And it's not a therapeutic relationship. It is therapeutic because we hope that we're providing space for growth. We hope when you listen to each and every episode, there's some type of connection. You feel less alone, or you hear something that's going to make a difference for your own life or your relationships. So that can be therapeutic, just listening by yourself and reflecting on your own life.
Yeah.
But it is not therapy. Therapy is distinct.
Yes.
Good?
Good.
Okay, good.
I like that one.
There we go.
Okay, and you kind of foreshadowed the next topic y'all are going to talk about, but are there any topics that y'all are really looking forward to talking about that might make people a little bit uncomfortable or triggered?
Yes.
I think we're on the same page with this one.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
I
Let's
don't
do a fun
know.
thing. Let's count to 3. Should Olivia count to 3? And then when she
we
says,
can try it. Let's see.
do we wait on 3 or after she says 3? We should say.
After she says 3, we'll say
We'll say what
our
topic we
Okay.
really want to.
We think people will be triggered by, mostly.
What we're
that
excited
one?
to talk about and what we think people will be excited to hear about.
Yeah.
Did I
something that
totally
might
reword-
Well, my original question was something you want to talk about that might make people triggered, like the title.
Okay, this
hinting
it's totally going to trigger people.
Okay.
Because I think unlocking some of the myths about this or what's being said in certainly in movies and late night TV.
Then maybe mine's different. I don't know. Let's do it.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
do it. Okay.
Olivia, count to 3.
After 3.
After 3.
Okay, after 3.
1, 2, 3.
Sex.
Always said the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's some really great information to share about that. Emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, and sexual intimacy.
Yes.
That
And
makes
it-
a big difference in relationships.
It really, really
does.
does. And, there are still homes where sex is not discussed. It's not discussed with couples, and it's not discussed with teens and kids, of course,
Absolutely.
age appropriate.
Absolutely age
And there
appropriate.
are young adults and teens who don't know about sex,
Right.
and that is not necessarily our target audience here. But at least, maybe letting parents know best practices and how to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it is something that even couples will be like, kind of a squirm about.
Absolutely.
And it's like, hey, sex is a thing.
Right. And I don't think teens are our audience. I do think
They're not.
I do think women, parents, relationships, men are our audience, and there's a lot that we can talk about, making sure children know that they can touch their own body in the privacy of their own room, but no one else touches their body. No doctors, no parents, no friends, nothing. And being able to talk to people about, there are medications sometimes that impact your ability to have an orgasm or to be sexually intimate. And there are some people who can't have sex because of a medical issue. And there are some couples that might have
intimacy
sexual
would look
interest.
different with them, right?
Absolutely. And so I think all of that is very important to be able to talk about in a space that's really healthy. It's informed.
Yeah. Because there's
And
some
emotional intimacy is so important in those spaces.
It is.
And that looks different outside.
and safety.
And safety.
Safety
There's a
is
good
important.
book that I can't wait when we do this episode, The New Sexual Mantra, that really explains sex differently in a great way for relationships. So
I think we could even do a sex series where we
think
talk
we could.
about in a relationship.
Yep.
Also, as a parent, how to talk to kids
Absolutely.
and teens about it. And I think even, there's lots of layers.
yes,
Because
because you have, as parents, it is your responsibility. That's not something the schools or necessarily. You can do workshops at school or more workshops at your places of worship. But that's the decision you make in your family.
Yeah.
How and what you want to do. But we can share information that can be very helpful.
Yeah, because I think some parents do want to talk to their kids. They just don't know how. Because
for
they
sure.
grew up in a home where
Right.
maybe that wasn't talked about. And
Right.
so that's,
And so, I only talk, or they? And I'm like, actually, both of you can talk.
yeah.
It is important. So, yeah, there we go. We have the same thing. Looks maybe different. I don't know. But yeah.
I think what we should do in that series, we should have that Salt and Pepper song. Let's talk about sex,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was
baby.
Salt and Pepper. I'm aging myself. Okay, I do know that song. So,
Okay.
love it.
Your face.
What is that? I didn't realize that was Salt and Pepper. What else do they sing? I like one of their songs a lot. Oh, I'm thinking of the Black
What a
Eyed
man.
Peas.
What a man. What a man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, this is like late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, well, so I'm there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
There we go.
were bebopping around at
There
that
we go.
time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
That was all my questions.
That's all your
Okay.
questions. Hey,
That's
is there anything
a lot.
else you want to share?
No,
No, you're done.
You're done.
I think.
I don't have anything else.
Well,
interesting
and
to
you know,
share.
one of the things you asked in the beginning of the relationship is relationship, oh my gosh. The beginning of the podcast is, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And I love our relationship, and I love the conversations we have, and I think they make a difference. And I want people to be able to have that information for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have these little nuggets of knowledge with things and different things that
And
come
they make
across.
a difference.
They do make a
They
difference.
make a difference. They make
Yeah.
your relationships better. They make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
And I think it works.
Yeah. Some of our little one-liners can help people.
Absolutely. So, anything you want to know about us, they can, what is it, Olivia?
DM us on Instagram.
DM us on Instagram. There you
This
go.
might be triggering.
At This Might Be Triggering. And on Twitter, they can follow us?
Nope.
Nope.
We've got
Never mind.
on TikTok,
TikTok,
TikTok.
Facebook.
Facebook, and Instagram.
I was thinking TikTok and I said Twitter. Started with a T. Don't listen to me. You'll
Same
tell
but
Olivia on
different.
that.
Same but
different.
Actually, there's not even a Twitter anymore. It's X now.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. This was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Sarah.
We did it.
We did it. Oh,
It's good.
nice.
Thanks for joining us on This Might Be Triggering. We hope today's episode helped you feel seen and reminded you that you're not alone. If something resonated, share it with a friend, leave a review, or reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
Stay connected with us at mentalhealthcounselinggroup.com or on Instagram at This Might Be Triggering.
And don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Keep empowering your wellness one self at a time.
And together we can change the world one relationship at a time.
This podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not therapy, does not create a therapeutic relationship, and should not replace professional mental health care. By listening, you agree not to use this podcast as medical or mental health advice or as a replacement for therapy. If you need support, please reach out to a licensed provider in your area. If you're in crisis, call or text 988 in the U.S. or contact local emergency services.